Hey, this is Matt once again. We're about to end the video, and this is a paid request for Shawn. Thank you so much for that. And for those interested in requesting type of videos, feel free to send it either directly to my PayPal. That's usually the best way to do it. Do have a Cash App as well as a Patreon. Links are down below in the info box. I'll get to as soon as I can. And this is for Bad Santa. Commentary on that, which is going to be a lot of fun because I do remember loving the film. I'm paused at the beginning. Let's get right into it. Again, if anyone wants to request any type of videos, your choice. Links are down below in the info box. Feel free to send it, and I'll get to it as soon as I can. But I'm pause at the beginning. 3, 2, 1, pressing play. Actually, of course, appropriate to watch this now since it is December. I'm recording this on December 4th. And I had to make sure what the date was. But yeah, I do remember having a lot of fun with this movie, especially because of Billy Bob Thornton's performance. I thought it was pretty hilarious. Bad Santa 2, on the other hand, really sucked. I hated Bad Santa 2. Because I don't think this film needed a sequel, and the sequel was just... It didn't have any of the heart that I thought this film kind of has. And the jokes were not nearly as funny. And the kid, Thurman, grown up, just was sad and creepy. While here, he was kind of weird, but kind of charming in his innocence. You didn't need a sequel. But yeah, Billy Bob Thornton, who I do like as an actor. I think he's a really good actor. Tony Cox. Been quite a few films throughout the years. He had a bit role on Friday. From the same director that did Ghost World, which I reviewed that not too long ago. And that documentary Crumb about the underground cartoonist. I guess the Coen brothers came up with the idea, and then other people wrote the film. Jesus. And yes, of course, as you see the names, yes, the Weinsteins were involved with this, hence it was Dimension Films. Just I think there was another studio that they went to first, but they said the script was just too disgusting, too crass, and they just didn't want to deal with it, so Weinstein's Dimension Films picked it up. May not like them as human beings, but there's still some good films released under their belts. That's the only good they release under their belts. So there's Tony Cox there. And I forget her name. I know she's been in a few stuff. I think Billy Bob just has a good deadpan, cranky deadpan attitude. Because I know he's in the Bad News Bears remake, among other stuff. And it's weird, like, even though he's very cranky and very crass, in a weird way, I feel sorry for the character as well. And the way he just does these deadpan, vulgar stuff just comes off as funny. What the fuck? Yeah, my dick. Yeah, my dick. You look like if Will Sasso played Bart Simpson. And of course, the idea is the con is that they're going to hide. Well, Tony Cox going to hide and then steal all the shit they can. I just thank God there's a 30-second delay. Well, I mean, they want to have a delay because I don't know. Give you time to get the hell out yourself. But he's good at tracking safes. There's at least that. Definitely good at his job. This is one of those movies that, I mean, a lot of times, people ask me what are my favorite, Christmas movies, and I'll mention, Die Hard, Scrooged, Jingle All the Way, Ernest Saves Christmas, other National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. I don't know why I always forget about this one, even though I really do enjoy it. This one, for some reason, always slips my mind. Maybe because I just want to get the bad taste of Bad Santa 2 out of my mouth, but... Oh, shit. With that money, you can buy a 10 loofahs. Who gives a shit? Like, who gives a fuck? Like I said, in this film, like, even though he's very drunk and crass, I mean, there's a part of me that does, like I said, feel sorry for Billy Bob's character. Sorry, I know I'm not doing much comedy. I'm just listening to the dialogue. Because I mean, there's not much to talk about in terms of like the production. Just be repeating how much I'm enjoying Billy Bob's performance. And what's sad is that Tony Cox is right. He's gonna come back yet again for Christmas. Oh yeah, and then you realize he's not really working there at the bar. It's just, what the fuck you doing? Get out of here! Just stealing all the damn liquor. Oh, is that? Yeah, that's the guy from the podcast, The Fighter and the Kid. Forgot his damn name. I know I recognize him. It's Brian Callen. Yeah, he's a stand-up comedian. He was with that guy Brendan Schaub on The Fighter and the Kid. I know there's some controversy a while back about some allegations or something. I don't know what happened with all that. Well, so much for opening up his business. That definitely didn't work out. Oh yeah. Damn cigarette in it and all. Well, I did say several months later, so with the piece of music, it's obviously getting near the Christmas season. And he's right back to where he started again. Just steals all the fucking teas. It's like, nah, not that car. I guess be lucky if you have a crappy car, because he won't steal it. It's like, nah, not that one. Yeah, just that one looks nice enough. Yeah, this is a way for him to live. Do whatever he can. I think this piece of music I remember from True Lies. I think like when Arnold's dancing with Tia Carrera, and then at the very end with him and Jamie Lee Curtis dancing. Yeah, I think it's from True Lies. Yep. Yeah, this piece of music was definitely in True Lies. It's like, come on, man. Like, you don't use the guy's toilet. Like, you don't go into his house. You have to use his toilet as well. Oh, yeah, he's finding the safe. That's why he's doing it with the paintings. Finding the safe and stealing stuff. Of course, nowadays, they would just look at all the fingerprints and be able to find out who he is. I don't know if that was a common practice in 2003, but it's like, well, okay, here's all these fingerprints. Put them in the database. Oh, yep, okay, time to get them. That's a beautiful looking lady back there, I'll say that. Try to see more of her. Well, there you go. Back in the saddle again. Can't go wrong with Dean Martin. Yeah, does he throw the bottle when it hits the damn car windshield? Yeah, yeah. So it says here. Oh, wait a minute. I gotta stop. Now that guy who plays the Santa there is. I recognize that guy who's walked away. That's Tom McGowan. He was in a film, Ghost World, the directors of the film, and he was in Captain Ron. He was in Heavyweights. He was in, yeah, Heavyweights is probably the thing I remember him the most. He's in True Crime, the Clint Eastwood film. Somewhere, my dear. John Ritter. That's why I wanted to stop myself. I mean, I got taught about John Ritter. John Ritter, such a seems like such a great human being, wonderful talent. And again, this scene here is just so sad because you got Bernie Mac, John Ritter, two incredible talents who work very well together. Like John Ritter's mannerisms of his face with how Bernie Mac says certain things. So I'm just watching these two work together. Okay. Yeah, I know there's another scene when Bernie Matt says something and John Ritter does this look like it's really funny. But yeah, John Ritter, talented guy. Of course, people remember him. He was on Three's Company. He was the 1917's It. He was in Problem Child, Sling Blade. So he worked with Billy Bob Thornton before. And I know he did TV shows that Sally never got to watch. Hooperman being one of them. And try to think what was the other one. Yeah, Hooperman for 42 episodes. Hearts of Fire for 54 episodes. I wouldn't mind giving those shows a watch sometime for John Ritter. And I think, like, this year he was doing that 8 Simple Rules TV show. And then he passed away. Yeah, September 2003 he passed away, age of 54. And also in the other scene, you have Bernie Mac. That's another guy that Sally passed away. I mean, a few years after this in 2008. Another very funny guy. He was hilarious as the uncle in House Party 3. He was the pastor in Friday. He was in. What was it? I think he was in the first Transformers movie. And of course, his Teens of Comedy. But yeah, it's just too bad that, those two are no longer with us. They passed away pretty young, too. Like, John Ritter was only 54. Bernie Mac was only 50. Just way too young, man. Way too young. Then we got Brett Kelly as Thurman. Very unique individual here. It's not real. No shit. Again, with the way the kid acts, because it's a kid, you could kind of deal with it, like, okay, a certain sense of innocence to him, like I said before. When he's much, much older and grown and Bad Santa too, and he's still acting the same way, and it just comes off as sad and creepy and just not nearly the same. But yeah, that whole interaction between him and the kid was pretty damn hilarious. It ain't real. No shit. Oh, I got sick. How'd you get sick? I loved a woman. I mean, I'm repeating what the hell was said. It's just the the way he says it, the tone, all works out. Now we have Lauren Graham there as Sue. It's going to be the love interest who has a Santa fetish. What else has she done? She was in she was the principal in The Pacifier with Vin Diesel. She was in Evan Almighty. Some TV work. I guess she was on that TV show, The Mighty Ducks Game Changers, which was on Disney Plus. Huh. Oh yeah, she was one of the stars of that show on The Mighty Ducks. Hey, I guess everyone has a fetish, and that's hers. I mean, well, I mean, I guess, they're weirder. I mean, there's people that like pissing and scatting, and so I guess a Santa fetish is a lot better than that. I mean, just saying. Well, just are you off your meds? Yes. No wonder I recognize that guy. I'm like, that guy looks so familiar. His name is AJ Nadeau. He was in Office Space. He was in Office Space, and they took turns beating up that printer or that copy machine, whatever the hell that machine was. I knew he looked familiar. Okay, yeah, I remember him now. Yeah, Office Space. Another fun movie. I think because also, like, if the kid was getting scared, getting frightened, getting worked up, then maybe it wouldn't come off as funny. But the fact that he's so passive and nothing affects him, and so even with his outbursts, it kind of makes it like almost easier for the audience to laugh. As Granny Spry. He's what to do, Brainer. Pretty rich looking place. Look how I forgot how big this fucking place was. Yeah, look how rich this place looks. Holy shit. I think the grandma is Cloris Leachman. Well, she passed away 2021. She lived to be 94 years old. And the kid's none the wiser. Steals the damn money, steals the car, and the kid's like, oh yeah, sure, why not? Oh yeah, I think this is when John is going to talk to Bernie Mac, and this is where you're going to have that face on Ritter. And this film did decent at the box office. It did made some, make a decent amount of money. I mean, it wasn't like $100 million hit or anything, but considering his budget, I think it made 3 times his budget. So it cost like 20 million or so, made like 60 million. It's definitely a film that people talked about, word spread. Considered kind of a Christmas comedy classic. It may be my favorite Billy Bob Thornton movie. I'm trying to think. I think. Yeah, it probably. I would. I would say is my favorite movie that he's been in. Because he was in, let's see, look at his filmography. Hunter's Blood, that's actually finally getting a Blu-ray. It was an okay film, but yeah, Hunter's Blood is getting a Blu-ray. Going Overboard, which is one of the worst comedies ever, stars Adam Sandler. Chopper Chicks in Zombie Town, which I've heard of. Tombstone, Caruso slaps the shit out of him in it. Great movie. He was in. Oh, he had a big role in Indecent Proposal. He was one of the bad guys on Deadly Ground, who gets killed by Steven Seagal. Let's see what else. He did bit parts until Sling Blade, which he also directed, and he did a good job in that. Then after that, he was in The Apostle with Robert Duvall, U-Turn with Sean Penn, A Simple Plan, Sam Raimi film, Armageddon, which I liked him in that. Let's see. Monsters Ball with Halle Berry. And films that, I barely remember. Wake Up in Reno. I know I've seen it, but I don't remember much about it. The Badge, which didn't seem like much. Friday Night Lights, he played the coach in that. The Alamo, which was a huge bomb with Dennis Quaid. Bad News Bears, I remember having some fun with. Eagle Eye, I really liked Eagle Eye. So, he didn't star in that, though. I mean, Billy Bob Thornton, this is my favorite role of his, but I really do like Eagle Eye. That's a very underrated one. But he did a lot of stuff I just don't recognize. Jane Mansfield's Car. Parkland. Cut Bank. He was in that awful movie Into the Grizzly Maze about which that was a disappointing film because I'm like, oh yeah, Billy Bob Thornton, and you got Thomas Jane. It's about a killer grizzly, and that's just a boring film with some bad CG. Bad Santa 2 sucked. Oh yeah, he was in The Gray Man. That's right. Which is a film I did enjoy. Devil's Peak, which I've never seen, and he's in that new film, The Electric State. He was really good in the first season of Fargo. There's a look with John Ritter. Where he's like, I miss these two. It's such a shame these two are gone. Way too soon. John Ritter, Bernie Mac, way too damn soon. Both way... just so funny, so talented. It was great that they got to work together and remember them. I thought also the director did a nice job where you see these little tells of Tony Cox's character so that his turn at the end made sense. Like you see the way he kind of shakes his head at Billy Bob Thornton, or he kind of is just upset with him about certain things, throughout the film, so that his choice to get rid of Billy Bob Thornton, like I said, it doesn't feel like it comes out of left field. It's like, yeah, that type of character seems like it would try to do that kind of thing. Is in a weird way. I mean, even though he's getting more and more pissed, which I mean, I can't blame him being pissed at the kid. The fact that he still keeps up the charade of Santa, and he still, he doesn't say Santa's not real and all that. Maybe he thinks if he said that, then the kid won't let him stay and stuff. But at the same time, here's orange juice. What's in it? Oranges. I mean, you're the one who asked, Billy. And that's what I mean is that while Billy's like crass, he has a certain like warmth to the kid where he's just like he can't fathom this guy, this kid weirdly complete innocence, however you want to put it. I just maybe because he sees a lot of folks that are just trying to turn on each other or want something for themselves or anything of the sort, and I guess I mean if you think of it this way, imagine he's the Grinch. I think I even said this before, like how the Grinch stole Christmas. I'm like, you know what? The best live action, like the best adaptation of that is this film. Like, I would say, like in a weird way, other than the animated film, I'm talking about from Back to the Day with Boris Karloff. But I just meant, although, well, you know what? I like that film, but I would still say like the best adaptation of How the Grinch Stole Christmas is this. I wonder if anyone's ever said that. How this is the Grinch. A guy who's nasty and dirty and seems like he hates everything, steals stuff, going to steal for Christmas, but then this one child, Cindy, or in this case Thurman, kind of makes his heart grow a bit bigger, change a little bit of things. You maybe imagine Billy Bob's character throughout his entire life has always had people treat him like crap, saying he's crap, saying all this other stuff, and then that consistent level of pain and hurt is like an infection, and it just comes out like here. I'm just trying to eat. Which means well. I mean, they're not doing anything wrong. He does come off as an ass. So now she's doing her damn shopping list of who. I kind of stopped and stuttered there because I'm looking at this mall, and it's a shame because malls are such more and more of a dying sort as time goes on. And it's just a damn shame. I mean, it's because of Amazon and other stuff, but again, I mean, he stopped the kid from stealing, but I mean, took his damn MP3 with it. But even like a video game store like this, it'd be nice to go in a store like this again and not have to resort to Amazon, not have to resort to other places for that. But that's just the times we are today. Less and less of those stores and malls are going to be showcased. It was a different world in 2003. This is one of my favorite scenes with the whole checkers. Make a move and stick with it. It's Billy Bob's reaction that kills me. Three, two, bitch. If you sit there, like the deadlight's falling off you, and then you act like you see it, you're smart ass kid, you're smart ass. I forgot he did it in the damn hot tub in the back. I wonder if this is like Cloris Leachman's money or the parents' money. I guess they left him a big old trust fund, I guess. Therefore, it is a pretty big, expensive place. Holy shit. I'll be right back. Alright, sorry about that. Had to get something done. Unpause at 49 minutes and 49 seconds. Unpause now. Alright. I'm trying to remember what the hell Bad Santa 2 was about. Yeah, that was the thing that was shitty, is that 13 years after the first film, he remains depressed as ever, upset his happy ending did not pan out, as he is again addicted to sex and alcohol. Thurman's father abandoned him. His grandmother passed away 2 years before making Billy Bob the closest thing the family has left. It's just like, okay, we gotta do the same thing again, so we gotta have him depressed. We gotta have him addicted again. We gotta have him the same bit he was at the beginning of the first movie. So it felt like everything in this didn't fucking matter. I hate when sequels do that. It's the laziest shit. Especially when the sequel sucks. And like, you don't even have Lauren Graham from the first one coming back. And that's what it sucked about. I mean, let me go on a tangent. I mean, to repeat myself, but yeah, Bad Santa 2, like, you had a nice little happy ending at the end. It's like, we're going to get rid of that. We're going to get rid of that ending. Nothing in this mattered. Because now he's back to where he was at the beginning of this movie. He's once again drugs, sex, well, not alcohol, sex, all that stuff. Tony Cox comes back again out of jail. The girl, Lauren Graham, she apparently disappeared. There was no reason the sequel needed to be made. There's no reason. It didn't do well. People didn't want it. People were not asking for a sequel. And it wasn't that fucking good. It wasn't that funny. And it shits on the ending of this film. Again, whether getting rid of characters like Lauren Graham, happy endings, that pan, all that shit. Just ridiculous. This is what I'm talking about with the heart, is that he feels bad for this. He's going to get another for the kid. If you wonder what I'm doing, I'm looking up the IMDb scores for both films. Just curious about that. Bad Santa has a 7.0. Bad Santa 2 a 5.6. I wouldn't even say a 5.6. I think even that's way too high. I mean, as you could tell, I mean, it's still pretty lower than the first, but 5.6? That's just stupid. Bad Santa 2 made 17 million. Wow. So I was just watching the scene play out, but so yeah, the first film made 60 million, 7.0. The second film has a 5.6 or whatever. 17 million it made. 17 million in the US as opposed to the first one 60 million. 17 million fucking dollars. Holy shit, is that a bomb? How much did Bad Santa 2 cost? 26 million. So it lost money. Ethan Phillips. So he plays the kid's dad. He's familiar. He was on Star Trek Voyager. He played an alien called Neelix. He's been in other stuff too. He was a deputy and he was a cop in one of the Critters films. Yeah, one of the Critters films he was a cop. Candy corn this time. So I was looking through trivia. It says in his autobiography, Billy Bob Thornton said that if he could go back to any time in his life and relive it, he listed this film, The Alamo, and when he worked for the Arkansas Highway Department in 1979. Really, he worked on the Alamo that much, huh? Hmm. John Ritter's final acting appearance in a movie before he passed away. Billy Bob Thornton said he's had 8-year-olds approach him about his role. He was stunned that parents would even allow their kids to watch the movie at that age. It says here Jack Nicholson wanted to do it, but he had to turn it down because he had already been committed to Something's Gotta Give. I could see Jack Nicholson doing the film. I mean, I'm glad Billy Bob Thornton did it, but Jack Nicholson, I think, could have pulled it off. Brett Kelly said that the director and Billy Bob were protective of him. They felt responsible to protect him because of the subject matter. You just hear that backstory that kind of is almost brushed off, but just how his childhood was. You kind of not surprised he grew up this way. Cigarettes burned on his neck, and his dad beat the shit out of him. Then you see his mom in the part two, and she's not much better either. So no wonder he grew up to be so fucked up. Universal Pictures and Working Title Films rejected the script. Dimension Films picked it up. Todd Phillips was hired to shoot new scenes in an uncredited role, such as when Willie teaches the kid how to fight, and the scenes with the advent calendar. Hmm. Billy Bob Thornton met his wife-to-be, Connie, during this shoot after her sister, Terry, a makeup artist in production, introduced them both. Huh. Half. Just love how serious and how determined Bernie Mac is with this. Of all the different ways you say half. Damn. He's really out of it. God, he's really out of it. Holy shit. That's a good right cross. There you go. It's a good right cross. But that's the thing is like you see that a reason he's doing it because he hates himself. He hates how he grew up. I also read up apparently the Coen brothers hated the casting of Tony Cox. They wanted, I forget who they wanted, but Tony Cox does a great job in this. See, Tony Cox was able to do a great job letting that fly out, all those back and forth Bernie Mac. That I don't know if a lot of other actors were able to keep up with that. Yeah, mouth on you, midget. Oh yeah, it worked well on your wife's pussy last night. Dust that thing off every once in a while. Yeah, you just see how depressed this guy is. And this kid's just none the wiser. Like, this bit here is not meant for laughter, just a certain sense of sadness, which is... Oh, he sees the mark on the kid's face and gives him a bit of a rejuvenation. Yep. Now he knows the mark. And of course, funny enough, that bit of that Bad News Bears music, and of course, the idea he would be in the remake. Yeah, I think the remake was after this, right? Of Bad News Bears, wasn't it after this? Yeah, 2005. So more than likely, this role helped him get that role. Just say if he could do this as Santa, well, how about do the same thing as a coach? See, I didn't find this level of like heart, like emotional reality in the sequel. Did not at all. He helped the kid and beat up a bully, and it felt good. He has like a Grinch getting a little bit of a heart back. That's one reason another reason that makes the film work, and the sequel didn't have any of that. And of course, the director did not come back for the sequel. So, I think, isn't the guy who did this? I know the director did the sequel. Has done a lot of shit movies. I don't even want to look up his name. He ain't worth it. So now I was going to teach the kid how to fight. Get mad, get pissed, get angry. Right in the nuts. Let them tipping the lights at each other like little kids. Oh yeah, this is where they wonder if she's dead. Make these some sandwiches. It seems like means well. Means well, he will. A wooden pickle. Like I said, this is sincerity to Billy's reaction to all this. See, moments like that, that's absolute sincerity. Is what makes this film work. I thought this was a really nice moment too. I thought that was a really good moment. Really good moment where he's like, "Yeah, I know there's no Santa. Fair, we're friends." So I thought that. I just, again, this has a good heart on its shoulder. That not this, especially the sequel doesn't have. So I said that was nice to see. That was nice to witness. Even watch it again, you still feel it. And to me, the sequel doesn't exist. Again, there's not a lot of good comedy sequels now that I think about it. There are some. Don't get me wrong. I like some of the Police Academy sequels. I like Airplane 2. I like. Oh, I had it. Damn it. I had it at the top of my head. I'm sure there's some I could think of course, but there's a lot like The Hangover 2, The Hangover 3, Horrible Bosses 2, Dumb and Dumber 2, Bad Santa 2. Built His Boat, His Journey was fun, but then you had Face the Music. A lot of terrible fucking sequels. There's a lot of times I think just it's not needed. Son of the Mask. Hot Shots Part 2 is good. That's a sequel. I like that more than the first. So there are exceptions to the rule, but damn. Now this is definitely... See, that's another thing. Like, they made Tony Cox. They have him come back. And at the end is like, oh, how funny it is where he's going to teabag Tony Cox and he's going to take pictures and, oh, ain't that funny? And it's like, this guy's a cold-blooded murderer. I mean, yeah, Bernie Mac wanted some of their money, but this is still harsh, cold-blooded murder where he's going to electrocute him and stuff. I mean, you can't do that, and then the sequel try to be, oh yeah, it's Tony Cox, he's pretty funny. I'm like, he murdered Bernie Mac's character. Like, come on. You can't go backwards from that, and they tried to do it in Bad Santa 2, which was stupid. Completely dumb. Now I'm just ranting about how shitty that sequel is. Because I remember it more and more and more. How much that movie pissed me off. Horrible fucking sequel. Yeah. Getting no more chocolates from them. From that calendar. Can't blame him. Good looking lady. He's a good looking lady. Can't blame him for wanting to touch that all the time. Can't blame him. He's a good looking lady. Oh, funny enough, she's reading How the Grinch Stole Christmas. So maybe they did know a little bit. Like, of all the Christmas stories, like, they picked the Grinch. So maybe someone else knew the similarity between the two. I can't believe that was done by accident. And that's the thing is that here he is with a family. This weird, crazy family, but it's a family on his own. Oh yeah, it catches on fire, right? Yeah, that one. God damn, I was looking up something. Stupid ad. Yeah. I was going to try to find some other info, but oh well. There's not needed. I mean, we're getting to the third act anyway. One's going to be the thievery to occur. 17 minutes left. You gotta also account for the end credits, so yeah, we're getting to the end of the movie. Moved it so when they drop, be a bit of a safe fall. And we see that this guy, is willing to murder one person. Why wouldn't he be willing to murder another? Wonder if they all have 30 seconds to arm. I do wonder, there probably are some stores that will have someone work on Christmas. I would not be surprised. Of course, I could see many people, many stores not doing that, but there are definitely people that do have to work on Christmas. That is true. Same with other holidays. So I wonder what would happen if this would be one of those times. So he's reacting to how great this safe is. Can't remember though. I mean, I guess the last Christmas film I enjoyed that was a newer film might have been Violent Night with David Harbour. Well, that was probably the last newer film or Christmas related that I enjoyed. He was going on his damn tirade. And I just imagine, like, if you're able to get anything you want in the mall, just how exciting that would be. Like, you go into a mall, get anything you want without any repercussions, and get the hell out. That'd be such a great experience to go around a mall by yourself and just get whatever. Well, at least he's improvising. He may be short, but he's able to, improvise wherever he can. Nice piece of editing here with the music. Did a nice piece of editing there. Oh yeah, he succeeds, and I think this is when he's going to turn, and then got the gun on him. Okay, when he comes back, yeah, that's where the gun will be. Ah, yes. Gift for the kid. Do you want the purple or the pink one? There you go. Sorry, I've going around just listening to the dialogue. Oh yeah, because he gave that letter when he was ready to end his life, and the kid did what he was told, helped save his life. So there's that. So you have a little bit of firefight here. Pretty damn hardcore shooting him with shotguns when he's got no damn gun of his own. He's son of a bitch. Try to remember how this all works out. Oh yeah, he gets to the front of the house and then he just wounded, and all the kids see, oh my God, Santa got shot. He's trying to get this to his this present to the kid. There's a little bit of melody here with the music. Ooh. I would say a bit over the top with the shooting, guys. He's got no fucking gun or anything. Not even gonna try to shoot him in the leg or anything. Must have been had the luck of 50 Cent. When you look at the way he shot, goddamn. Can you imagine if that was the way the movie ended? Credits. Shooting on our Santa is a bit more fun, even more fucked up than Ronnie Teen. Shit happens when you party naked. See, it's a nice ending. And then he finally learned to stand up to himself. What do you want, Rejet Devon Sawa? Like the music used here. And then you have the middle finger. Which seemed like, okay, maybe there's hope for him, which was nice to see. Yes, love and memory of John Ritter, as well as Bernie Mac, but he was still with us by the time this movie came out. But yes, rest in peace to both of them. Yeah, that movie is hilarious. Watch it again. It's a great movie. Great Christmas film. Billy Bob Thornton's hilarious. Yeah, just a hilarious. Yeah, my favorite role from him, most definitely. I love that movie. Sorry, I would just watch it, just enjoying and laughing my ass off again. It has a good heart to it. The actors do their jobs very well. Man, just a lot of fun, that movie. A lot of fun. yeah, they do a great job. So, with that said, thanks for watching. Thanks once again to Shawn for the request. Great to revisit this for the holiday season. I mean, I know I didn't have a lot of commentary in terms of deep thoughts, but I mean, it's a comedy with Billy Bob Thornton where he's playing a foul-mouthed Santa. I mean, what more can be said about it? It's pretty straightforward. It's pretty damn funny, and it works for what it needed to accomplish. So, with that said, thanks for watching. Take care, and we'll see you guys later. Bye-bye for now.